is where we begin to crack open the horrific terrors of the Pandora box nightmare that is pedagogy. According to Google, pedagogy is the method and practice of teaching, especially as an academic subject or theoretical concept. You can imagine as the instrument becomes more popular, more people would teach the instrument, more people make the instrument, more people play the instruments, more people teach the instruments. To cope with the sheer number of pedagogues, this bit of violin history is divided into schools. In the 1600s, we have the first school of violin playing, which, as expected, originates in the birthplace of the violin, Italy. Amor violino. Italy. The birthplace of good food, good shoes, and good music. The Italian school began in the 1600s, which coincidentally was the beginning of music publishing. This really helped increase the popularity of performers involved in this first group of pedagogues. Corelli is considered the big daddy of violinists everywhere. Most everyone can trace their teachers and their teachers' teachers all the way back to Corelli. He established the violin as a performing instrument with his easy listening, voice-like sound quality. He was also a very strict conductor and liked uniformity in bowing. While he didn't write a whole lot of music for the violin, the fact that music could now be published and sent to Spain, England, and wherever else music is sold was phenomenal. His most notable compositions are his trio sonatas.
2 upper strings, a bass, and usually a keyboard. How does that make 3? It's a trio.
And Concerto Grossi, a group of solo instruments playing with a bigger group of peeps. Corelli was considered the father of the Concerto Grosso, the world's first great violinist, the father of modern violin technique. Daddy! As all good pedagogues taught violin, some of Corelli's students, who we will probably encounter again soon, included Gemignani, Somis, and Veracini, and also Locatelli. I almost forgot him. Corelli also founded one of the first violin schools, the Arcadian Academy. 2 of Corelli's students, Locatelli and Gemignani, can be included in the Italian school bunch. Locatelli liked to dream up new ways to play on the instrument and wrote L'Art del Violino, a collection of 25 short works to develop the left and right hand. If you love double stops, harmonics, and arpeggios, you can thank Locatelli for promoting those techniques. Gemignani is particularly important in that he wrote one of the first treatises, authoritative instructional manual for violinists. Advanced violinists, by the way. Know this. This treatise is a big deal if you study with the same teacher that I do. He shall go unnamed. While Corelli was more about matching the sound of the voice, Tartini was a pioneer of the galant style. How awesome is that word? The galant, it just sounds as beautiful as it lifts off the tip of your tongue. The galant sound was simple, easy, and rather dance-like. Tartini also wrote a number of treatises on how to do proper ornamentation in these styles. Ornaments are exactly what they sound like sugar on a cake. Too much, and it's just disgusting. Tartini also had some famous students, particularly in the realm of the upcoming French schools. Most notably, Tartini was the teacher of Pugnani and Leclerc. And since Corelli founded a school, it makes sense that Tartini would be on board with that too, and founded the Academy of Violinists. I'm sure it sounds cooler in a different language. I apologize. Lastly, we'd be mistaken if we did not include one of the most popular composers ever in this gang of Italianos. Ever heard of Vivaldi? Vivaldi is known as the father of the concerto. A concerto is usually one or more soloists who wears a really nice tux or a froofy dress that stands in front of the orchestra and plays a lot of stuff. This Red Priest wrote over 500 concerti. At least 230 of them are for solo violin, and 35 of them are for solo instruments plus strings. And remember, the violin had become this instrument of sound-piercing power that not only sounds good playing a solo with an orchestral accompaniment, but also looks good too. You're looking mighty fine there, violin. At this point, in order to make these videos quick and painless, we shall pause and return to the 1600s to visit another school of violin that was emerging from a neighboring country. Tune in for the 3rd episode of A Fun History of the Violin, 1600s. And if you like this video, which I hope you do, please be sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Did I make a mistake? Well, let me know. I'd love to learn this stuff even better.